Most cat owners believe their pets only respond to their names. But what if I told you there's a single word that cats understand far more deeply than any name you've ever given them? A word that shapes how they see you, how they trust you, and even how they decide when to come closer or stay away. As someone who's lived surrounded by cats for years, I've spent countless hours observing how they react not just to sounds, but to emotion hidden inside human language. And what I discovered completely changed how I communicate with them. In this video, you're about to understand the secret word that your cat truly recognizes, why it triggers such a strong emotional response, and how using it the right way can completely transform your bond. So before we go further, make sure you're subscribed and leave a like, because today's topic might change everything you thought you knew about feline communication. Now, here's the surprising part most people overlook. The way cats respond to words isn't about sound, it's about the intention behind those words. And when you understand the emotional language that hides behind your tone, you'll see why this one word connects more deeply than their own name. The strange truth is, most cat owners ignore how powerful certain words can be. And the worst part is that their cats have been trying to show you this for years, but almost no one notices.
Have you ever noticed that your cat seems to ignore most of what you say, except for certain phrases you repeat often? That isn't coincidence. Cats don't process words the way we do. They attach meaning through rhythm, emotional consistency, and memory. In experiments observing feline behavior, cats responded faster to patterns of sound that carried emotional stability, rather than random words or commands. When a word or sound is repeated with the same emotional tone, your cat begins to associate it with a predictable outcome: comfort, food, safety, or attention. Over time, this word becomes a form of emotional shorthand between you and your pet. It's not the sound itself that matters, it's the reliability of the feeling that follows. Every time you use a word calmly and consistently, you're building a bridge of trust. But when that tone changes, even slightly, your cat notices the instability. That's when confusion begins. Imagine speaking softly to someone you love. Even if they don't understand every word, they feel your tone, your warmth, your intention. Cats do the same. Their hearing is far sharper than ours, but what truly guides their reaction is emotion. Studies using voice recordings have shown that cats recognize emotional differences in human speech faster than they recognize their own names. They know when you're frustrated, anxious, or relaxed before you even touch them. That's because they don't just hear your words, they read your energy through subtle pitch variations and vibrations in your voice. When your tone is low, calm, and repetitive, their body relaxes, their breathing slows. But when it rises sharply or becomes unpredictable, their brain instantly triggers alert behavior. To them, tone is the real language, not vocabulary. So when people call their cats by name expecting a reaction, they miss the truth. Your cat isn't responding to the name, it's responding to how you feel when you say it.
Here's where things become interesting. There's one word that cats connect to more than any other, a word humans use naturally without realizing its impact. That word is good. In behavioral studies observing domestic cats, this word consistently triggered the strongest positive reactions when paired with a calm, familiar tone. Even when researchers replaced a cat's name with the word good, the cats still showed the same signs of attention: ear movement, eye contact, and tail adjustment. Why? Because good carries an emotional frequency that signals approval, safety, and belonging. Cats interpret it as harmony. Unlike names, which can sound neutral or confusing depending on pronunciation, good carries a stable pattern of soft consonants and gentle vibration that cats find reassuring. When said consistently after gentle interaction, petting, or calm behavior, the cat's brain connects that sound to peace. Over time, good becomes an anchor, the emotional equivalent of being told, "You're safe now." That's why, even if you whisper your cat's name and it doesn't react, a simple "good"
can make its ears twitch, eyes blink slowly, or body relax in an instant. Cats remember emotional patterns more than they remember words. Every time you speak, your cat records how your energy felt in that moment, not what you said. If your tone is consistent with warmth and calm, that memory becomes a cue of safety. But if your words fluctuate between affection and tantrum, the cat learns unpredictability. And unpredictability is the one thing cats never forget. The emotional map of your home is stored in their memory through sounds and tones. That's why a single calm word, repeated daily with the same emotional intention, becomes more meaningful than their own name. It's not training, it's emotional imprinting. If you want to test this, observe your cat's face the next time you speak softly after a quiet moment. Don't call its name, just say, "good," once in a calm, low tone. Watch how the eyes blink slowly, how the whiskers soften, how the tail stops flicking. That's recognition. Now, say the same word again later in a different context, while sitting quietly or offering gentle touch. Keep your voice steady and calm each time. Within days, your cat begins to associate that single word with emotional safety. This connection becomes stronger than any verbal command because it's built on trust, not control. In that instant, your cat understands you, not as an authority, but as a consistent presence. And that's the hidden key to communication most owners never unlock.
Cats are silent observers of our lives. They watch, listen, and interpret us through subtleties. When a certain word always follows peace, they treat it like emotional truth. When it follows chaos, they store it as warning. So the next time you wonder whether your cat understands you, remember this: they're fluent in the language of patterns, not grammar. The word good, when repeated with calm intention, isn't just sound. It's an emotional signature that tells your cat exactly who you are every time you speak. That's why it's the one word they understand better than their own name. Every word you speak leaves a trace inside your cat's memory. It's not just sound, it's emotion. That's how they decide whether to come closer or stay distant, whether to trust or withdraw. The way you communicate becomes a reflection of how safe they feel with you. And when that connection finally clicks, when they recognize the emotional word that means peace, your bond stops being one of ownership and becomes one of silent understanding. But here's where most people miss the deeper truth. As cats grow older, that emotional language evolves. They start expressing affection in ways that almost no one notices. Quiet gestures, subtle looks, acts that seem small but carry immense meaning. They no longer seek attention like kittens. Instead, they show love through silent routines, small sacrifices, and quiet loyalty that often goes unseen. In the next video, you'll uncover what those hidden moments really mean. You'll learn to recognize the rare signs of love that only mature cats give, the ones that reveal how deeply they remember you, even when they no longer show it openly. It's one of the most emotional discoveries any cat owner can experience. Click the video that just appeared on your screen and discover what truly happens when your cat grows older and begins to love in silence.